legal practitioner Libros Ushuma has alleged that it took Peter Obi 3 years and around 300 witnesses to substantiate election irregularities in the 2004 Anambra governorship election. He said this in an interview with Arise. According to Oshoma, today, most petitioners recognizing the challenges involved in establishing election irregularities within a limited period of 6 months prefer to focus on technical aspects of the election process instead. And what this guy was trying to say is that since it took Peter Obi 3 years, because I listened to that interview, it took him 3 years to be able to do that, to be able to present 300 witnesses, that he might not have he didn't have such time because this presidential election is just within 6 months. It will not be so easy. So that's why most times lawyers and all these presidential candidates, if they want to challenge any victory of the opposition or the anyone that has been declared winner, they don't want to go through that route. That is why they always go for, oh, you don't have certificates, you have certificates, so were you qualified, were you a party member, all of those things, because those ones that you can quickly get results. And that is the reason why Atiku is going through that route. And when he explained it, I said, okay, because a lot of people are like, go and prove that election was rigged. It is going to be so a long time, and the period that the presidential whatever has, it will not be enough. So that is the reason why they always use all those other things to want to look at how somebody who has been declared winner can be disqualified. So to me, I really understand that, but unfortunately, those who did not listen to that, they might even read this and even understand it in a different manner. In Oshoma West, the Supreme Court in the case of the governorship election in Osun State, where documents were presented from INEC's back-end server, and the court said no, these are not enough for you to prove election irregularities. You must also call the witnesses or you examine all the beavers machines. How many beavers machines can you examine within a space of 6 months? So you must prove irregularities on a polling unit basis, and also it must be substantial enough to affect the outcome. So what petitioners do is to avoid areas that they know time will not permit them to prove, and go for the technical areas they know will be very, very easier. Speaking further, the lawyer said in the case of Peter Obi in Anambra City, it took them almost 3 years to prove irregularities and they called 300 witnesses, but now you don't have the luxury of time to call more than 100 witnesses. In one of the cases I did in Abia State, the petitioners called about 29 witnesses and the court said those witnesses were still not substantial enough to, in a senatorial district election where you have around 100 polling units. Yeah, which is making sense. So for those who are saying, yeah, Atiku, why they go this route? Oh, they don't have case. You don't know what they know. So this one has been able to explain it. So why they talk about, oh, Tinubu certificate, oh, Tinubu this and that, they know exactly what they are saying, because if they should go through that route, bring how many witnesses, it's a waste of time. And it's all not to be. Well, this man is telling the obedient that they will likely to hear. Okay, what they will likely to hear, Obi hasn't been able to present 50 witnesses in the ongoing tribunal. In fact, he didn't present up to 40 witnesses. Obi, the same man who doesn't even have any party agents in the northern states of Nigeria except Plateau and Benue. If anyone is expecting the tribunal to award victory to Obi, then the person should go back to sleep. Obi doesn't need to prove the results in all polling units except the contentious areas which he has sufficiently done. What is the problem with Peter Obi? Why spending all this money on petitions? Insulting somebody that is better than you transparently. Well, this is what we have been telling Obi supporters, that Obi cannot upturn the presidential election that took place in over 179,000 polling units. Okay, 25% income. So because it is not easy to prove that, you are now in support of rigging by politicians because they know it can be done easily. Well, these irregularities in election must be dealt with once and for all. Yes, it's never a sportsmanship. I hope the Obedience and his senior brother, the articulate, are reading this. Okponu, your parents in your village, you are confused, and the Okponus. This where their body temperature will rise to 300% gauge. Okay. SFU, Chicago State University F. Bola Tinubu, show us your certificate. Like I said, that is why they are going, they are using other routes. They are using this one and that one. I don't know how Tinubu is going to escape from this trap they have set for him. mm, no wahala. Why didn't he do what now as presidential candidate? Wild goose chase. That is what Obi is doing. We are watching. The day of reckoning is around the corner. Where the old Lagosians reject Tinubu, old women from Lagos came out to protest against Tinubu, calling Tinubu holy. Well, that is neither here nor there. Let's hear and see how all of these things will go at the end of the day.